What up, though, family? How y'all doing? It's another episode of Perspective coming at you with this SelfCare Series. If you listen to the last one, which was very brief, I touched on some of the primary tenets of actual genuine self-care. And the very first one that I listed was drinking your water. So today, we're going in on water intake. We're going to talk about what happens when you don't get enough water, the importance and benefits of drinking the proper amount of water, and different things that you can do to get that in, all right? So I know it seems real simple, but it's not, because most of y'all ain't doing it. So that's why it's getting a whole episode. You dig? All right. Now, when it comes to what happens to your body when you're drinking an insufficient amount of water, which again is most folks, we're talking about dry skin, dry and sticky mouth, headaches, including migraines, right? Mental and physical fatigue, slowed metabolism, which can lead to all types of problems, including weight gain, constipation, overeating, because you're often mistaking thirst for hunger. Also, moodiness, irritability, and inability to focus, because dehydration affects your brain function, all right? Benefits to drinking the proper amount of water include, but are not limited to, the following, and I'm going to read this off a straight list. It regulates your body temperature, all right, via sweat and other mechanisms within the body. It lubricates and cushions your joints. So if you have bad knees, your back's always hurting, different things like this, you could need some more water. It protects your spinal cord and other important tissues. Again, this includes the brain. It helps to improve and protect the brain structure and function, right? And as we know, the brain's in control of the whole show, all right? So it detoxifies and cleanses the body by way of different removal processes, sweating, urination, defecation. All of these require water. It delivers oxygen throughout the body. The blood is 90% water. Again, the blood is a vital life force running through our body, carrying to it things that it needs. Oxygen and other things that are in the blood can't get where they need to go if you're not drinking the proper amount of water, all right? It boosts skin health, helps maintain blood pressure. I know a lot of folks out there suffering from high blood pressure. This can help that. Eases asthma and allergies. When you're dehydrated, right, the airways constrict in an attempt to preserve water in the body. So if you have asthma or allergies and you're not drinking the proper amount of water, you are going to worsen the symptoms of those conditions. You dig? It makes nutrients and minerals accessible to the body. Without water, you're not properly breaking or metabolizing things, and that's a fucking problem. Okay? It prevents kidney damage. Your kidneys are detoxifiers of the body, right? They do a lot of processing. Having an adequate amount of water helps your kidneys to do their job without being overtaxed and eventually run down. It boosts physical performance, whether you're an athlete, the average individual, whether we're talking about how you're walking around through the world, how you're performing in the bedroom, how you're performing on a field or a court. Drinking the proper amount of water will increase and improve your physical performance, period, and point blank. And there are an umbrella list of reasons as to why that is the case. Just trust and believe that's the fucking case, all right? It aids in weight loss. Again, it can help curb overeating when you're properly responding to thirst prompts within the body with water instead of food. Also, because it aids in digestion, your body is processing the food in a way where it's not sticking around in your colon, where it's being dealt with in an efficient manner, helping you to not gain unnecessary or unwanted weight, which, aesthetics aside, because I don't really give a shit about that, to be honest, is better for your heart health, is better for your colon health. It's just all around. I mean, like, this will add years onto your life, whereas not doing it will be taking years off your life, period. And also just an increase in energy, right? So in addition to boosting mood and helping all of these necessary functions within the body, if you find yourself lagging and fatigued throughout the day and you increase your water intake, that could change. And it's worth a fucking go, because all it does is have positive benefits for you. Now, a lot of y'all might be wondering, well, how much is enough? And there's some back and forth about this, just like anything having to do with nutrition, but scientific studies and various organizations, Rutgers, Harvard, all these different universities that put a lot of R&D into aspects of health, biology, and wellness, pretty much agree that just under 3 liters a day for women, biological women, and just under 4 liters, so 3.7 liters a day for men, biological men, is an adequate amount of water for the average person to be able to do all of the things their body needs to do to keep them from being chronically dehydrated and suffering from all of those things that we first talked about or first listed in the beginning of this little chat that we're having. So that's just under a gallon, all right, on the high end, on the suggestion for biological men. 3.7 liters is how much there is in a gallon, just thereabout. So there are factors that will lead you to require more water than those suggestions, right? So I'm a biological female. I do drink about a gallon of water a day. I exercise pretty good. And because of that, loss of water via sweat and things like that, it's important for me to drink more than the 3 liters, the 2.7 to 3 liters of water a day recommended for women. So if you're exercising, you want to take in more. If you're in a hot environment, again, you're losing water through sweat, which is an important body regulator in terms of temperature. But you want to be compensating for that vis-a-vis increasing your water intake some. Overall health, if you have a fever, if you're vomiting, if you have any type of infection in the body, you should be increasing your water intake. Water serves and helps to resolve these issues, or at the very least, ensure that the body has what it needs while it's resolving these issues or going through that difficult time. Also pregnancy and breastfeeding. When you are pregnant and breastfeeding, the volume of blood in your body increases during pregnancy. When you're breastfeeding, obviously, you're using a lot of your water to produce milk, right? And so a lot of times, drinking a lot of water or an appropriate amount of water can help to ease discomfort during pregnancy, can help to, again, regulate blood pressure during pregnancy, can help to ensure that milk supplies are of quality and quantity during breastfeeding. And there are other benefits to it, but like really, those are hardcore benefits that in and of itself should be enough for folks, for women in that situation, to recognize that that's something that they owe themselves and their child, right? Ain't no point spending 9-10 months cooking a whole human and not doing it to the best of your ability. How do you know you're drinking enough water? Well, if you're drinking enough water, you should rarely be thirsty. And this might shock some of y'all with your Mountain Dew colored piss, your urine should be clear to a very light yellow. I mean, a very light yellow. If your piss is a bright or dark yellow, if your piss is bordering a shade of brown, You need some water, fam. You need some water and you need it bad. All right? That's not what that's supposed to look like. So I would urge you, if you fall into any of those categories, to hurry up and start drinking some damn water. Some people will ask, can you drink too much water? This is rarely an issue for healthy people, all right? If you are healthy, you're not in health crisis, you should be able to drink this amount of water and a little more without any issues at all. I mean, obviously there are times where like ultra runners or, major endurance athletes, perhaps they're drinking so much that they're like well exceeding the gallon recommendation. Then you could get into some trouble zones, possibly by throwing off your electrolyte balance in the body. If you have kidney issues or are undergoing dialysis treatment, your water consumption needs to be regulated, monitored, and in a lot of cases restricted. If you have hypothyroidism, the body has a tendency to retain water, and so you want to monitor and possibly restrict your water intake. These are things that you would discuss with your physician because, again, nothing in life has a cookie-cutter answer that's right for everybody. This is going to be a case-by-case basis, and you need to learn to listen to your body to see that you're getting what you need and that you're not overdoing it or underdoing it in any major capacity. And if you have healthcare professionals who are trusted and reliable, this is something that they would be happy to discuss with you and help you figure out what is best for you and your particular situation. Ways to increase your water intake. People be like, oh, I just can't. Okay, but you can. Understanding the importance of drinking water is the fundamental step, right? So I've said some things here that highlight the importance of drinking an adequate amount of water. I encourage and implore you to go out and do some more research. What are the possible benefits for you personally to drinking more water? Do an experiment where you drink more water for a week and see if it doesn't change some things for you, encouraging you to then continue to do so. Tracking your intake is very helpful. I carry one of these with me everywhere I go. This is a half a gallon. If I do 2 of these a day, I know I'm getting the gallon that I need. If I'm not doing 2 of these for the day, I will feel it. Because I've been so consistent with my water intake for so long, if I don't drink enough water throughout the day, by the end of the day, my body is acutely aware of that fact. And I will feel it physically. Keeping a reusable water bottle, preferably non-plastic, this is glass, is a great way to ensure that you always have water with you. In addition to making sure that you're aware of how much water you're drinking. So it's well worth the investment, especially if you're the kind of person who would be drinking bottled water. You're spending a lot of money on bottled water and you're paying for plastic. You're drinking plastic. So that's not ideal in terms of your health and the planet and all of these other things. So it's better to just invest in something that isn't going to be a one-use and throw-away situation. And if you are using plastic reusable water bottle, obviously using one that's BPA-free, free of various chemicals that are cancer-causing and carcinogenic is something that I would highly recommend. Getting a water filter or purifier for your home is a way to ensure that you're getting quality water. Not all of us have access to safe tap water, and to be honest, even most municipalities that would tell you that that is safe tap water, the reality is there are things in there that are not intended for your consumption. You can also set reminders. So we all carry phones with us pretty much at this point, and you have reminders on there for everything. So why not have reminders throughout the day that ding you and let you, give you a little tap on the proverbial shoulder and let you remember that you need to be drinking some water. A lot of us live very busy lives. I get it. I'm not a stranger to working a high-paced, demanding job and catering to that job and my clients or my customers, and forgetting in the mix of things to take care of myself and drink water. We have to find ways to combat that, right? We might not be able to quit those jobs. We might not be able to be less busy or take ourselves out of demanding environments, but we can make sure that we're compensating for that by keeping ourselves in mind and doing what we need ourselves to do while doing that. Another excellent one is replacing other drinks with water. You are drinking shit, okay? You're out here drinking coffee, you're out here drinking juices, sodas, purple drinks, all types of shit. You out here drinking, okay? Some of y'all are drinking 12 packs of beer at the end of the night. Drink water instead. I don't drink nothing but water. Every once in a while, I'll have some juice. Every once in a rare while. Water's what you're supposed to be drinking. You wouldn't feed your house plants soda or high fructose corn syrup based juices or some damn coffee. Likewise, and I'm not saying you can't drink those things ever, because that's your body, that's your choice. But I am saying that every time that you pick up a can of soda or a bottle of purple juice or a bottle of whatever that is not water, you are depriving yourself of an opportunity to drink something that is important for your body, that can help to keep you alive, that can help to make you feel better, that can help to give you energy, keep you focused, keep your body clean. It's vital, right? Water is life. And so replace them other drinks with water. It's like having a bunch of ain't shit relationships, right? Whether it's friendships or romantic dealings. And instead of dealing with the person who really feeds you, person or people who really feed you, who really make your life better, you decide to waste time with motherfuckers who don't got shit to give you, right? They just there, taking up space, making you feel good in the moment and leaving you drained and depleted, quite literally, when the shit is over. At some point, we need to start taking stock, taking account, and making better decisions across the board when it comes to this kind of shit. Life is too short, but can be longer if we make the right decisions. Can be longer, can be better quality, right? So it's all about a matter of choice. Another thing that people can do to increase their water intake is naturally flavor their water. A lot of y'all out here be saying shit to me like, well, I don't like the taste of water. All right. You sound like a child. But anyway, put some cucumbers in that shit. Put some lemon or some lime in that shit. Find ways that are natural, that again, adding stuff like lemon and lime to your water is an added health benefit, right? It's good for you. So if we're doing things, why not do things, this convergence of purpose, right? Do things that are going to feed into what you're trying to do. If you're trying to be healthier and feel better, you might as well make decisions that are going to get you closer to that goal, that are going to aid you in that aim. To circle back to the working scenario, if you're working, aim to drink about 1 glass of water an hour while you're there, right? That don't take nothing. A glass is just a little soup, right? For some of you big motherfuckers, that's a couple of gulps. It's done. But to drink 1 glass an hour of water during your workday helps you to ensure that you're getting that water intake in, that you're not completely neglecting yourself, that your body will be cleansing itself throughout the day. Yes, you will have to go pee. No, I don't feel bad for you. Peeing is a natural and necessary function of the body. So if you're trying to avoid that shit, you are not doing yourself no favors. If you're only going piss once or twice a day, you got problems. I'll tell you right now. So sipping water throughout the day, whether you're focused on making sure you're getting it at work, or you're just always having one with you, just to make sure that you're drinking water is high key important. And then also to start your day with at least 1 glass of water. So when you wake up, you could have the water by your bedside. It could be the first thing you do after your feet hit the floor, but to go and drink at least 1 glass of water, 1 glass to a half a liter, right? Should be what's starting your day, helping you to, again, perform various functions. It will help you to stay regular and go to the bathroom first thing in the morning, cleansing your body. It helps to hydrate and cleanse the various organs in the body. And it will just make you feel better, and it starts the day off on the right foot. If you're trying to drink more water throughout the day, you might as well start your day drinking some damn water. All right, fam, I think that's everything I had on my list to holler at you about. We kept it short, just over 20 minutes. I hope that you will consider my words. I hope that you will, more importantly, consider yourself and drink some damn water. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. Breathe deep, drink your water, and have a great day. Peace.